Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns. A couple of years ago I got this piece of wood, and at the time I didn't think much of the piece of wood. I think Mark Bade gave it to me. It looked like a fairly common ordinary chunk of wood, a little bit cut weird because it was almost triangular, and it really didn't look like much. And it has bounced around my shop for probably 2 years now. I hauled it from Oregon to here, and I decided the other day to finally turn it, and boy was I surprised. In the 2 years it was very dry, and it turned out to be a maple burl, and fantastic, pretty little project. The wood was hard, and because of the cut shape, I took a terrible beating to make this. But in the end, with this burl figure, this bowl is worth it. And thank you, Mark. Meanwhile, let's turn this maple burl bowl.
The first task is to drive a 2-pronged spur center into the center of the wood. But where's the center of such an irregular chunk of wood? Rather than just guess, I used masking tape to split the area several ways. Then I used a hammer to drive the center through the bark and into solid wood. Then mount the wood into the lathe and start the rounding process with a bowl gouge at slow speed. I'm having a tough time cutting through bark and the intermittent points of the chunk of wood. I stopped a couple of times to recenter the live center to maximize the bowl. I moved the center about 1/4 inch at a time, then moved it back a little. With the wood finally round, I can finalize the mounting tenon and refine the exterior of the bowl. This is almost anticlimactic after all the work to round off the outside. I'm now starting to realize how beautiful this wood is and how special it is. Now I can reverse the bowl into a chuck and start hollowing the interior with a large bowl gouge. I'm working it down in stages. Since this is burl wood, there are a lot of voids, including sort of a row of voids that concerns me that it could break at this point. Some people would fill these voids, but on this piece of burl, filling them would be a shame and hide the natural beauty of this type of wood. Finally, I use my heavy bowl scraper to refine the bottom of the bowl. I can only scrape the bottom. It is too late to refine any of the side. To do so would invite a very nasty catch. After power sanding, I'm applying lacquer and wiping off the excess. Now to refine the bottom. I've reversed the bowl onto a large jam chuck of MDF cushioned with a bit of sanding pad. I stopped to again measure the bottom thickness. I have enough, but I did not center the pad again. It is now flapping around. Oh well, I'll just stay away from that slap from the sanding pad flying around the chuck. Finally, I can sign the bottom. Then just a touch of sandpaper and I can apply lacquer to the bottom. So here's my beautiful bowl of maple burl. Goes to show that I cannot tell what a bowl will look like from the appearance of the rough blank. Well, I am very pleasantly surprised. That's all for my bowl of maple burl. I like its unexpected beauty. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe on my website, and tell your friends. Please wear your full face shield. Goggles are not enough protection. You'll thank me later. I'm Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns. Come back next week for a new wood turning video.